Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Kaptechpro. In this video demonstration, we will do high availability of our remote desktop web access using network load balancing. So guys, before we proceed to configure high availability, let me show you guys our today's lab environment. So guys, on previous video we have configured remote desktop web access on our RDWA1. Now in order to configure high availability for remote desktop web access, I have added one more server and I have given the name remote desktop web access 2. We will configure remote desktop web access role on this server, and later on we will install network load balancing role. So friends, now let's go to our RDCB, which is remote desktop connection broker server, and let's install the role of remote desktop web access on our RDWA server 2. So friends, as you can see, now we are on our RDCB server. It has a IP address 192.168.2.102. In order to configure remote desktop web access role on our remote desktop web access server 2, we will open server manager, click on start, and we'll open server manager. On server manager dashboard, we will click on all servers, and as you can see, I have already added our second server to the server pool RDWA2. Now we'll click on remote desktop services. On remote desktop services, in deployment servers, you can see we have not configured RD web access role on RDWA2. In previous video, we have configured RD web access role on our RDWA server, this is our first server of remote desktop web access. So now we'll click on task, and now we'll click on add RD web access servers. From the server pool, we will select RDWA2. We will add this. Guys, before you proceed, make sure you must log in and you have the credentials of Kaptechpro administrator. This is the domain administrator. We'll click on next. Okay friends, so as you can see, RD web access role service will be installed on this server. So now we'll click on add. So it is installing our role. Wait for some time. Okay friends, so as you can see, we have installed the role on our server RDWA2, and now we have to configure the certificate. Now we'll click on close. Okay friends, so now we have to configure our certificate for our RDWA server. So we'll click on task, and now we'll click on added deployment properties. On configure the deployment, we'll click on certificates. Okay friends, so in previous video we have configured the certificate for our RD web access. Now we have deployed RDWA server 2. This is the reason on status we are getting error. Now we'll click on RD web access, and now we'll click on select existence certificate. And now we'll select the radio button of choose a different certificate, and now we'll click on browse. Select the certificate, and now we'll click on open. Now we have to enter the password. After entering the password, we'll check the box of allow the certificate to be added to the trusted root certification authority, and now we'll click on OK. And now we'll click on apply. Wait for some time. Okay friends, so as you can see, now the status is OK and label is trusted. So now we'll click on OK. So now we'll go to our both servers, rdwa.kaptechpro.local, and then we'll go to rdwa2.kaptechpro.local, and one by one we will install the role of network load balancing. So guys, first we will go to rdwa.kaptechpro.local. So now we are on our first server of remote desktop web access. In order to install network load balancing role, we'll open server manager, click on start, and now click on server manager. On server manager dashboard, we'll click on add roles and features. On before you begin screen, click on next. Select role based or feature based installation, and now click on next. And now from the select the destination server, we will select rdwa.kaptechpro.local, and now we'll click on next. On the select server roles, we have to simply click on next because network load balancing is feature, not a role. So click on next. On select features, go down. Check the box of network load balancing. Click on add features, and now click on next and click on install. So guys, till the time installation get complete, we'll go to our RDWA server 2 and we will install network load balancing feature on that server as well. Okay friends, so now we are on our server 2 of remote desktop web access. We will open server manager. Click on add roles and features. Simply click on next. Select role based or feature based installation. Click on next. Now click on next. Click on next, and on select features wizard, go down and check the box of network load balancing. Click on add features, click on next and click on install. So friends, as you can see, our network load balancing feature is successfully installed on second server as well, and now we'll click on close. So guys, before we proceed to configure network load balancing, let me tell you, like, if you are installing network load balancing and if you are performing high availability on virtual machine, you have to enable MAC spoofing. So let me tell you how we can do that. So let's go to Hyper-V Manager where these all virtual machines are. Okay friends, so as you can see, this is my Hyper-V Manager and all the remote desktop web server role are installed on different servers because this is a standard deployment, not a quick start deployment. So now we have to enable the MAC spoofing. So let me show you how we can do that. First we will right click on RDWA2, which is server 2 of remote desktop web access. Right click here, click on settings and now click on network adapter, expand this and click on advanced features. And now check the box of enable MAC address spoofing. Click on apply and now click on OK. Same you have to do for remote desktop web access server 1. Right click here, click on settings, click on network adapter, expand this, click on advanced features, check the box, click on apply and click on OK. Okay friends, now we are good to go to configure our network load balancing on our both the servers. So now let's go to our remote desktop web access server 1 first. Okay friends, so now we are on our first server of remote desktop web access. We will open server manager and now we'll click on tools and we'll click on network load balancing manager. Okay friends, so now we are on our network load balancing manager. We will right click on network load balancing and now we'll click on new cluster. Now we have to enter the host. So we will enter RDWA first and now we'll click on connect. So now it's connected. So it has automatically shown the IP as well. Now we'll click on next. And as you can see, the priority is set to 1 because this is the first server in the cluster. So the priority is set to 1. Now we'll click on next. And now we have to add our cluster. So for adding the cluster, we'll click on add and now we'll assign the IP address to the cluster. Make sure whatever IP address you are assigning to the cluster, it should not be assigned to any server or any role. So we'll enter 192.168.2.110 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0 and now we'll click on OK and now we'll click on next. And now we have to enter the full internet name, which is rdcluster.kaptechpro.local. After entering the full internet name, and now the cluster operation mode will be, we will select multicast and now we'll click on next. And on port rules, we'll click on add it and we'll uncheck the box. And as you can see, the cluster IP address is this. And now you have to specify the port range. As of now, we have not installed any other roles on this server. So we are using the entire range of the port number. And now on protocols, we will select both. And in filtering mode, we will select the radio button of multiple hosts because we want both of the node to participate in the cluster. And in affinity, we will select none. And now we'll click on OK. And now we'll click on finish. So friends, as you can see, now our status is converged. Now we will enter our second server to this cluster. To add the second server to the cluster, we will right click here. We will select add host to cluster. Now enter the host name, which is RDWA2, and now we'll click on connect. So it is now connecting. So it is now connected and now we'll click on next. So the priority is set to 2 because first priority is of remote desktop web access server 1. And now we'll click on next. Now click on add it. So as you can see, everything is gray out because we are adding second node. So this is the reason all the settings are gray out. Now we'll click on OK and now click on finish. Wait till the time the status get converted into converged. Right now it's showing pending. Okay friends, so as you can see, now our both the nodes are converged. And now we'll go to our Hyper-V Manager and we will try to access our remote desktop web access page, and we will down our first node and we will then check if we are able to access our remote desktop web access page or not. And then we'll down our server 2 and we will up our server 1 and we'll check if we are able to access remote desktop web access page on both the scenarios. Okay friend, before we go to our Hyper-V Manager, we should first test if we are able to access our remote desktop web access page or not by using cluster name. So we will open our browser. Okay friends, so now we'll enter the URL https://rdcluster is our cluster name .kaptechpro.local. This is the full internet name /rdweb, and now we'll press enter. So as you can see, now we are able to access our remote desktop web access page. And now we'll go to our Hyper-V Manager and we will down our first server of remote desktop web access, and we will see if we are still able to access this page or not. Okay friends, so now we are on our Hyper-V Manager. First I will down our node 1, which is our first server of remote desktop web access. We will right click here and now we'll click on pause. So our machine is now paused. Let's go back and check if you are able to access remote desktop web page or not. Okay friends, so let's refresh the page, and as you can see, we are still able to access the page. Now we'll go back and we will up our first node and we will down our second node, and we will check it again if you are able to access this page or not. Okay friends, so now let's resume our node 1, and now let's pause our server 2 of remote desktop web access. Right click here and click on pause. So our node 2 is now paused. Let's go back and check. Okay friends, so now let's again refresh the page. So as you can see, now our node 2 is down and node 1 is up, and we are still able to access our remote desktop web access page. Now let's log in. Let's enter the credential. First we have to enter the domain name, which is Kaptechpro /. Now enter the username. We will enter our username HR, and now we'll enter the password, and now we'll click on sign in. So as you can see, now we are able to access our remote apps. Okay friends, after login you can connect any remote desktop app by clicking over here, and now you can click on connect, and as you can see, we are able to access the calculator. We'll cross this. Now we will open WordPad, click on connect, and as you can see, we are able to access WordPad as well. Okay friend, that's conclude our video demonstration. We have successfully configured high availability for our remote desktop web access using network load balancing. That's it for this video demonstration. Friends, if you want to deploy remote desktop services in your production environment, you can contact Kaptechpro. Contact details will be in the description box. For more informative videos, you can check my other video links on the screen, and subscribe my channel and press bell icon for more upcoming videos. I will see you guys in next video.